We've been talking to, as Ms. Calhoun alluded to, about working on the Byron Parkway for the county. I think there's been some talks today how those projects could be separated or be combined together. And if those projects are combined together, we, if it's on the will of the board, are not opposed to working with your current financial advisor on the pro rata split as motion, I guess, that was recently rescinded came up, working on the Parkway side as well as working with your current financial advisor on your restructuring side for your obligations. A little information about me, so I think that's what Supervisor Calhoun asked me to do. Spent our career, the bulk of my career in banking. I spent about 10 years in banking, the last 7 years or so at Trustmark National Bank. At Trustmark National Bank, I actually managed municipalities and county relationships across the Southeast, including Hinds County, City of Jackson, Jackson State, to name a few. In that process, in that role with the bank, I handled close to about $500 million worth of assets and liabilities for institutions across the southeastern United States, southeastern Mississippi and southwest Mississippi for the institution, including general obligations, leases, public improvement districts that you've spoken to, P3, which are known as public-private partnerships as well.
Okay, and have you talked with these supervisors?
I've had communications with a couple of supervisors, knowing, expressing our interest to work with the county, knowing the county has a plan to move forward with this, and the county believes in helping and working with institutions based in the state of Jackson.
And your company is here in Hinds County as a Hinds County taxpayer?
It is. So we are a Hinds County taxpayer.
Mr. Bishop, since I'm not one of the supervisors you talk to, and we are looking at a very lofty amount of money here on a professional contract, which goes unbid, basically.
Okay.
Just a couple of quick questions for you now, and that is, I think one was answered, you are a Hinds County company, and you live here, and you've lived here for years?
I'm born and raised, yes, born and raised in Hinds County, born and raised in Jackson, Hinds County. Our corporation is located in Supervisor Graham's district, yes.
Are you related to anybody on the board?
I am
in
not.
Any way, shape, or form?
I am not directly nor indirectly related to any individual on the board for Hinds County.
Mr. Smith, I think that question's out of order. I think that question's out of order. It doesn't have anything to do with what we're doing here today. That question's out of order.
Short been asked and answered. The last question is, how many years of experience do you bring to this field?
Actually, our team of individuals, we actually have assigned a team to work on this project if the county decides to move forward with us, and I'll be happy to present that package of information to you guys. The team of individuals who work on this project have a little more than 30, close to 40 years of experience. We've moved possibly 12, $13 billion transactions.
Okay, but you personally,
experience in the financial sector. I've been in the financial sector for about 10 years.
The information regarding this company has been emailed to each supervisor. It should have been emailed to each supervisor.
No,
I had an email.
Received it.
I'm sorry, Supervisor, I don't recall it says you.
No, hold on. You forwarded it. I forwarded it to everybody. You should have gotten it. You should have received it on this company.
Have you ever received it? No.
It was emailed, so apparently you didn't email it.
Well, let me just say this and we'll vote. Ms. Norwood, I'm glad to see you here. I appreciate you. Any time a young man is in business, I'm always happy to see that happen. I'm going to have to restate my position. It has nothing to do with you deferring whatever. I don't. Well, the information that I have, the numbers that we have to work with, and the pieces that I feel that I need to move forward on is not here, which means that I'm not ready to work with any numbers until I get the right numbers that I think that needs to be laid on the table until such time. That's just me personally. The board can do
Mr. President,
make a
the
motion.
purpose is to get the FA.
If I don't have the numbers that I need,
How are we
To
going to
start.
get it if we don't hire somebody to provide the information that you're requesting?
the board got the authority to move.
Oh, you already out here. But anyway, I don't understand. My point is, we're not going to get the information until we hire somebody to provide it. Mr. Norwood, can that information be provided without hiring somebody, if somebody's willing to do it free?
Let me just
At
say
no
this.
cost?
Let me just say this. Mr. Norwood, do you have the information from the engineer? Mr. Norwood, do you have the information for the infrastructure of the water sewer? Mr. Norwood, do you have the information from the big landowner?
Mr. Gaylor has it.
Supervisor Smith, for your 3 points, do I have the information from the landowners, water sewer, I believe you said, as well as the landowners? We do not. Kind of mirroring what Supervisor Calhoun brought up. By hiring a financial advisor, today you're not committing to, if I'm understanding the motion correctly, which I'll let Ms. Martin clarify, you're actually getting that information to a point that that information can be provided to the board, and the board can make a educated decision on what they want to do to move forward. And what I think that the consensus was earlier was that there was going to be a separation on which parties provided what information for what issue. Our firm would be glad to provide information for the Bioclean Parkway after we talk with your engineers, as well as your landowner, and do any type of public improvement district moving forward. And I believe that Mr. Bingham has already been in contact with Mr. Stovall and Mr. Gaylor on the actual restructuring piece. So.
Okay. What's the pleasure, board?
Mike, I need to make a motion.
Yeah, go ahead.
My motion is to hire Mr. Edward Norwood as our financial advisor to present back to this board financial information that will help us to determine the amount of bonds that we should issue for the Byron Clinton corridor and all other necessary information that's needed, so that we can get this project moving forward.
It's been moved. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Moved, properly second. Discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Nay. Opposers?
Nay.
Nay. Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, so the net effect is we are now where we were at 9 o'clock this morning.
You might be there, but I'm not. I'm ready to go.
We have an executive session.
Now, ready to go, you mean to vote or go to the executive session? But I don't know what we can vote on at this point.
Huh?
I don't know what we can vote on at this point, so are we were basically where we were when we came in at 9 o'clock this morning on this issue, is that correct? Do I understand where we are right now? Is that a correct statement?
Unless you got something else.
Mr. President, I have a question.
Just be clear.
What are you proposing? It has been determined that we would need to hire a financial advisor in order to get the information confirmed and verified that has been presented. So what are you proposing to do in the interim? Or do you have a person that do you have a preference as to who does it? How do you propose to get this information? Because if we don't get the information, we're still stagnated.
I'll say again, Ms. Calhoun, if it was me, I would gather together our engineers, I'd gather together the landowner, and come up with a package that would deal with the Byron corridor, and hire, once that bring about a financial package that would be presented to this board. Now, that's, you all can do exactly what you want. Now, that was me personally, so, that's just me.
And
Let
as
the
I,
board decide as to how and what that should be. That may not be what you want to do.
and as I said earlier, all of the
If that's not
information
what you want to do,
that you're stalling,
please,
requesting,
I'm in favor, because I would want to see that project, move forward. I would put a lot of time and effort into it. More
That
than
information-
anybody here on this board.
that information has already been
No, it is not.
presented.
It
And
is not
until
here.
2008, the project stayed on
It is not here.
until I started spearheading it. But all of the,
Every engineer, you'll see that all information is not here.
Do we have another item, Mr. Smith?
We get, executive session. I move that we consider going into executive session. Do I have a second?
Second.
And move, proper second discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion is carried. Now, I'll make a motion that we go into executive session for the purpose of
Discussion of Warren versus Hinds County, which is authorized pursuant to 2541(7)(b) of the Mississippi Code as amended, which authorizes executive sessions for strategy sessions or negotiations with respect to prospective litigation, or issuance of an appealable order for an open meeting would have a detrimental effect on the litigating position of the public body.
Okay, do I get a second?
Second.
Move, proper second discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion is carried. We will go into executive session.
Work it. Welcome to Jackson. Thanks. Want you to say?
Always.